Hi, I'm Matt from Tavi Tarot. Welcome to the first 10 Talk Tuesday of 2021. Hello again. 2021, can you believe we survived 2020? I'd hoped for this. I'd really hoped that we would all be together again on this side of the new year, and that we would all be safe and sound, and that our loved ones would be safe, and that perhaps the people we know who are ill or who were ill would recover. And these are the things that I'd hoped for. And while I was hoping, I was wondering to myself, what is hope? We all say like, "Oh, I hope Jimmy passes his matric or grade 12, or I hope the car's going to be ready by Saturday because we want to go to the Berg, or I hope my bonus comes through because I need that. I've already spent that money on Christmas presents." But what does that mean? What is hope? I think it's a personally, I think it's a kind of a projection of energy into the future that something will happen. A projection of energy into the future that something will happen. Okay, does that make sense? Kind of makes sense to me. Um, can we lose this? Can we lose this feeling of projecting positivity into the future? Yes, of course we can. We can lose hope. We can lose that ability to hope for better things. Okay, I had a bit of a breakdown this morning when I went to get my car license, and I had to stand in a queue of about 30 people, and I was sweating like an absolute drain. And I then got about 5 people to the front, and then their system crashed. And I'd been standing in the queue for about 45 minutes, and I completely and utterly lost my shit. And I had no hope for getting my car license, and I had no hope for surviving this, and my whole life crashed down around my tits, and I was like completely freaked out, and I came home and stomped into the house and then completely had a shit attack and a breakdown, and was like, why does God do this? Why does I hate God, and I hate this, and I hate the universe, and everything goes wrong. I'd lost hope. I'd lost hope that there was anything there for me. And why? Of course, I overreacted, and that tiny little nudge of not getting my license pushed me over the edge. It took my hope for the future away. Of course, I'm going to go tomorrow, and I'm going to get my license, and of course, I'm going to do my prayers tonight, and I'm going to be fine, and maybe do a reading for myself. But in that moment, all hope was lost. Okay, I had no hope for the future. My plans for the future were over. I had lost all hope in the universe and being looked after, and my spiritual self. And can you see where this is going? You have to always hope for things. Always hope that there are better and brighter things ahead of you. Yes, we're going to have days when we all want to scream and throw things against the wall. And yes, we are going to lose hope. All right? But that doesn't mean that it's going to be, that the rest of your life is going to be a bad thing. It just means that right now, in this moment, today, or perhaps in this particular hour or morning, you've lost that hope. You've lost the hope of things getting better, and that's okay. And that's what I realized this morning, is I am allowed to freak out. I am allowed to lose hope, as long as I don't do it permanently. Take half a day, take a day, wallow in it, lose all hope. All right? Don't hope for the best. Don't hope for anything. Don't put that positive energy out for something to happen tomorrow or in the future, but only do it for a day. Don't let it consume. Don't let that lack of hope consume you, because that's what it tends to do with me. I'm a type A personality. I get very, very stressed very, very easily. And I tend to also, when I get stressed, the bottom falls out of my world. I only see the bleakness. I don't see the hope. I lose hope very quickly. But I regain it very quickly, because I think that I can look around me and I can see, gee, I've got a house, gee, I've got a wonderful, supportive fiance, gee, I've got a little Jack Russell, I've got you guys, I've got friends. And that reinstalls that hope in me, that my future is going to be bright. My future, I do have a future, and my future is going to be better than what it is right now. So hope is what carries us forward. It's kind of like hope is something that creates a mental attitude of looking forward to something. And without hope, you don't have that. There are so many people that have lost their hope in humanity, in their life, in their partners. They've lost that hope. They've lost that feeling of looking forward to something happening. Okay? And it shrivels you inside, kills you. You become a completely different person without hope. Hope is a human, let's call it an emotion. It is kind of an emotion. It's a human thing. Humans hope for the best. Whether you are the most depressed person in the world, you still have that niggly little thought in the back of your head, gee, I hope I will be better tomorrow. Or I hope these antidepressants work. Or I hope that I'm not being a complete pain in the ass to the rest of my family. I hope I don't end up on the streets. There's always that little something, that little hope, and it sits right at the back of our heads. And it's something that we cannot lose. You cannot lose hope. You cannot allow yourself to lose hope, because if you do, you will spiral downwards and downwards and downwards, and soon you'll be losing faith, and you'll be losing your own belief in yourself, and you'll be losing so much. So yeah, hope, I feel, is something that we all need to hang on to, especially in today's environment with COVID going around and not looking much better. We've been told in South Africa that they've already rolled out the vaccine, but it looks like us normal people, the everyday folk, are only going to get it near the end of the year. So we've probably got another year to go with this virus. But I do hope that before the end of the year, us normal people will get the vaccine. Do you see how that works? I hope that we will. And I think in today, it's so easy with the virus spreading around the world and all the restrictions and all the pain and suffering and loneliness out there. I think it's so easy for us to lose hope. And I just want to say to you that lose hope for a day, but don't lose hope for the rest of this year. If you're feeling that loss of hope, if you're feeling that you have nothing to look forward to tomorrow, next week, next month, the end of the year, the rest of the year, stop, look around you, have a look and see the things that you hoped for in the past, and have a look at how many have come true. Did you hope for a new car? Did you hope for a lovely apartment? Did you hope to get married in the future, and you look at your beautiful husband or your beautiful wife or your beautiful partner and you see they're there? Your hope has been fulfilled. And then get over it. Okay? Then just kind of like get over it. You do have something to hope for. You do have hope in your life. And even if you feel you don't, you do. Look very carefully inside you, and you will see that there is still hope for the future. There is still hope for your country, my country, and there is still hope for the whole world to overcome this crappy virus and the crappy political times we live in. There is hope. I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot, and I will see you next Tuesday for some more Tent Talk.